To leave India, you have to have an exit permit. And the whole idea of the exit permit is to make sure that you paid all your taxes and you don't owe anything to the Indian government. And so in order to do that, they dragged their feet, and I think we only had 2 days to come to Canada. So the only one stop we made was we had to go to Hong Kong to transfer to another plane from Hong Kong to Canada. About what happened was when we were at the airport, we have to leave India at around 5 a.m. in the morning. And of course, we arrived at the airport earlier. Even at the last minute of our exit to Canada, we had problems even at the airport. The border officer there was saying, "Where are you going and why are you leaving?" And the reason why they stopped us was because my dad, in his registration form, his last name is spelled Chiu, C-H-I-U. And in the certificate that he had, the permit he had, the Chiu, the dot on the I was put on the last, you can imagine, so it became C-H-U-I. But everything matched. The passport matched, the picture matched, everything matched, except he just said, "Oh, this spells C-H-U-I. How come the other thing is spelled C-H-I-U?" I think the whole intention with them was try to see whether they could get some money from us, bribery to get out of the country. So we gave them everything. My dad was a smoker at the time, and he bought 3 cartons of cigarettes, gave him all that, gave him all the candies we had, we were taking to bring to friends and all that. Gave him all the money that we had in the pocket, and it was not very much. I think it was only 30 Canadian dollars at the time we had. Gave him that, and still he was not satisfied. He wanted more money. So we said, "Hey, it's 5 in the morning. I don't have any money. I'm leaving the country. All my money is spent on buying the air ticket to come to Canada," right? So he wanted somebody to verify. Even the travel agency was at the airport. He was very nice. And he said, "I'll stand guarantee." He said, "No, that's not enough. We want somebody." So my dad knew of an inspector, a police inspector in India, and mentioned his name, and he said, gave him a name. He said, "You must be kidding me. Do you know his phone number?" My dad said, "Sure, I do." "Well, why do you call him?" And then he says, "No, why didn't you call him?" He told my dad to call him. So my dad took up the phone and he dialed the numbers. Those days was a rotary dial. He dialed the number, and just when it started to ring, the officer stopped us from phoning. He says, "What are you trying to do here? Are you trying to get me in trouble?" My dad said, "Well, you want me to phone?" "Well, very fine." He said, "Well, it's 5 in the morning. How can you go to phone somebody?" So he knew that he was not right. So he said, "Okay." He let us go. And that's how we came to Canada. We were the only family left behind. And in about 5 minutes before departure, the captain came down and said, "You got 5 minutes. If you don't, we have to unload your luggage and leave, And that's how critical it was. We almost didn't make it to Canada.